This time, on a special episode of Highway Thru Hell.
Whoa!
Wicked weather.
This is crazy.
Jamie.
Hey, Ken, nice to see you.
And a team of heavy rescue legends.
It's like a dance.
Look back.
Get it right in the ditch.
At their wettest.
Just horrid.
Windiest. And nastiest battles.
Holy moly.
With Mother Nature.
The race is on.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option.
We live in a place where you're going to deal with every kind of weather condition known to man.
That's coming down pretty good, isn't it?
You'll go from a blinding snowstorm.
Holy, that wind's cold out there.
Freezing cold.
Oh, that was a little slick.
Back to the rains.
It's raining pretty hard down here.
Foggy.
Visibility is not the best.
The winds.
Where's that kite?
Ordered the hurricane.
And that's all in one day.
It is extremely windy.
It's so unpredictable.
It almost throws everybody off guard.
That's right. That just broke off about an hour ago.
98% of the time, this province is absolutely beautiful to drive in, but that 2%.
You do not want to come into this net. Thank you, Mr. Plowman.
Mother Nature delivers devastating blows of weather storms here.
Oh, no one can ever beat Mother Nature.
We're gonna go get a customer today. His truck broke down.
Down!
Touchdown, boys.
So, Merv, you've been working at Aggressive with my brother now.
If it's going to be too much.
I think I came in about 14 years ago. Started in a 1-ton. Slowly been working my way up. A little bit of a dance right now. Trying to finesse it out without losing the whole thing.
You've actually moved up to managing the heavy-duty division now, aren't you?
Yeah, just this last year.
We got her.
We'll get this truck to the yard.
The container wreck we did, that just beat me to the ground that night.
That was cold, yeah.
That's the kind of weather they would get in the prairies, just cold, blowing snow and dry.
That was probably one of the coldest nights for that. Oh, it's cold. Whoa!
This is crazy.
And it didn't seem to matter. Like, you put on a layer, like a sweater, and then a big jacket, and it would just cut through there like nothing.
I had never had such a cold night in my whole life. Holy moly.
It was just cold and miserable, that one.
Wow. What is this, a trailer of some type? This is a mess.
Yeah.
You guys had quite the cleanup prior to us even getting there.
There was so much going on there.
Cars and trucks.
Okay, Greg. Try to drive ahead now.
Yeah.
It was just ongoing.
Yeah.
Holy man. This is big weight there. You don't even touch a job like that unless you got the right gear.
What do you think that load weighs?
He's up there. He's over 100,000, the whole truck trailer combo.
Hello?
So I gave Jason a call,
Hey, are you guys busy down there?
and then he must have given you a call. What were you doing at the time?
I was actually sitting at home enjoying a nice warm dinner in a house. When they call for 2 rotators, that means it's something pretty serious. We actually traveled through closed highways to make it out to Hope.
Oh, the highway was closed.
So for us to try to get to you, we had to convince all the flaggers on all the off-ramps, no, we're supposed to be here.
That breeze is chilly.
Yeah, he's down.
Eyeing up everything. And what were you thinking?
The gusts of wind were actually moving that trailer.
It was amazing. The weather just didn't blow it over.
Yeah.
Froze.
You're dealing with moisture.
We'll leave the valley raining,
Like everything is frozen stiff, man.
and then you'll go up into the mountain pass where it's -30, and that's when all the stuff on your truck's frozen. Just tap it a couple times, break it free, and keep working away.
Alrighty, here we go.
pretty unstable, eh?
I noticed your truck slid back there. If that thing had much of a jolt, it would have dragged you in the ditch too.
You're dealing with quite a bit of weight, and if it gets momentum. Can't even get the pins out.
The spades, were they frozen too?
I couldn't flip my spades down because all the pins are all frozen in.
You guys weren't having a good night that night either. I was kind of secretly happy about that because you guys always have a good day and everything works out perfect for you. And I thought, finally.
That's not very often we have problems like that.
Here he comes. Even with the 2 rotators,
We had to get our little truck out there to help pull on the front end, and it took everybody to get that thing out of there.
To pull it out. Yeah.
Tough job.
Yeah, it was.
okay, left winch. The other one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep coming.
Really means that everybody has to kind of be in sync.
It's like a dance.
Yeah.
One leads and everybody kind of follows and everything swings all at the same time.
Yeah, keep doing that. Keep doing that. He's coming. Just tell him to keep coming.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, there you go. Nice, nice.
Okay. You good?
Yeah. I think he can almost go by himself.
We got her out, fully loaded.
Oh, the front end help to do that was significant for us.
He actually drove away from that afterwards.
That doesn't happen much.
How many times do you just about flip your truck and just get to drive away?
No damage, no nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Anybody know what the coke is looking like going north?
There's an accident.
Decent, Jimmy, decent!
You found it a lot of work to drive?
It's definitely a lot of work. I don't know how you old timers did it back in the day.
How's it going?
Good, James. How about yourself?
Nice
Good
to see you. Nice to see you.
Keeping busy?
I work twice as hard now that you're gone.
Like that, straight! No, back that way, straight!
Do you miss towing at all?
No, not really.
Oh, if you can leave us. See you guys later.
Come on! 126 is just a little highway hauler.
I definitely miss the recovery work.
Woo!
That wreck we did up in Quesnel.
I was really frozen in there. The weather is colder and colder the more north you go, really.
What were we at, like minus 28?
Yeah, I think it was.
Jeez.
It was cold there, yeah.
Wow. It's like somebody took that truck and packed snow all around it.
We were told it was upright, not damaged,
Yeah.
and not far off the road. We brought a couple of trucks up there thinking that we could just pull it backwards.
I'm interested to see what this thing will do.
That tractor trailer probably weighs about 100,000.
Okay, go.
By the time you calculate all the resistance and everything,
It's a lot of side pull.
Maybe even a bit more.
yeah,
Keep pulling.
We didn't expect it to be frozen in as bad.
no. Well, especially being plowed in as well, right? They had cleared the highways a couple times.
Gee, in there, eh?
Really cemented it in there pretty good.
Pull, pull, pull.
Hey, watch yourself.
Front end's up. Thing ain't moving.
The heat of the truck going in there, it melts the snow and it just locks in and freezes again.
I think she's stuffed, kids.
We were outgunned.
We just don't have the dead weight, right? We're gonna come and give it another shot tomorrow.
We actually had to make that a second day.
It's too cold.
Those trucks aren't conditioned to those areas.
No.
Starting to froze.
You start to head into the north and things change for you. Everything changes.
We brought up some good equipment, but we brought it up to an area where the temperatures are minus 20.
Uh-oh.
And that can really play on a truck.
Oh, yeah.
Very slow to go into gear. PTO is frozen.
Any kind of moisture throughout any part of the system on your truck, it's gonna freeze now.
Yeah.
Like freeze.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Come on, girl. grumpy little kitty.
We were beating our demons there, that's for sure.
We good to go?
We gave Rob a call. He's close by. He had a 50-ton wrecker.
Definitely a good crew up there at Autos.
How you doing?
The time that call came in, he wasn't available. They had had a big storm there.
He was busy.
That's how we ended up in Quesnel.
Good to go? Okay.
We needed more weight behind us, more winch power,
Unbelievable.
and we needed those brakes to release, which they did.
Yeah.
So I'm getting it in reverse.
You remember that bong and it come out.
When it popped.
It popped.
Here it comes.
Oh yeah, baby, go with it.
Keep pulling.
What was really a bit of a downer on that job was the fact that the fuel line was cracked off,
Oh, now it's running out of fuel.
which meant we couldn't air it up.
Go ahead and give it another pull. We're gonna run out of air.
All right.
Okay.
Every trailer, you're bringing it up with a ditch, there's always that critical angle there where it's, you know, kind of leaning a little bit.
Just that point where it wants to flip over,
Yeah.
and then they cut to commercial.
Okay, hold it. He's good there.
It was nice having Rob there with his second truck
Didn't like Flynn.
to put that winch line on it so that it didn't tip over on us.
Let down, down. Hold it.
Oh yeah, we got it.
We faced a few problems there, but we dealt with it and carried on.
Decent, Jimmy, decent.
We powered our way through it.
We won.
Oh, wicked. Woo! You're afraid of avalanche hazards in there now.
I want to get out of here because at Avalanche morning, sooner the better.
The Coke has been hit with a lot of avalanches.
Some of the biggest.
They're doing avalanche control.
That whole side came off, eh?
Yeah.
You're doing the point duty on the hill, and pretty much you're living in the avalanche zone, well, the whole winter season, really, on and off.
It can be challenging.
Two big guys, 18s up top, spun out.
Sounds like the work whistle.
Hello, Elquary.
The last thing you want to do is have traffic stopped in avalanche zones. I'll tell you, when we got heavy snow and high winds going, everybody's ears are up.
Oh boy.
The Colt's a nightmare.
My best driving tip is sleep it off, wait the storm out, and wait for the road to go.
It's gonna be a long night.
So in the mountain, you're worrying about avalanches,
How's the weather looking?
and then things start to thaw,
Warming up good, melting this stuff.
and then we're into Rockslides. So where did this actually happen, this accident?
North of Spence's Bridge, in the Thompson Canyon there.
A couple of boulders about the size of beach balls started rolling off the hill. And as I came up, everything let go.
I really am blown away by how big those rocks were.
As the day temperature increases, that water melts into that crack just a little further, and that balance changes on a big rock, and down she comes.
I went from about 80 kilometers an hour to zero in about 3 feet.
Can't even see the tractor.
Think how close that cab was to squishing. Maybe one more sip of coffee, 2 more cents of fuel at the fuel pump would have put that truck in just a different space on the highway. Today we'll be wearing the hard hats.
Oh, here's Squiring's here now.
Now we're doing the job of recovery at about the same time the day previous rocks were coming down the hill. It's hard to battle with Mother Nature.
The whole time you're working there, you're worried about rocks coming down.
Yeah. I mean, odds are probably not, but I tell you, I don't have the best luck. Pretty dangerous there. Had to have a guy on rock watch. Any movement there, you know, tuck and tumble, get out of there. There was such an impact into that rock, it knocked everything. There was not a chance of pulling that dry shaft out.
It's just squished.
You revert back to previous jobs, previous experiences. You dig into your toolbox, and now you can adapt it to the job at hand. Okay, here we go. That was a tough deal to get that thing separated.
I'll see if I can grab it somehow.
So I guess really after the crash, the trailer was mostly just junk.
With that hard impact, everything was just broken.
Let's chop this off. Just give me a boost up there.
Only time I really felt safe was when I was up on that excavator arm off the ground.
Yeah, what was that all about?
We didn't have a ladder handy.
Oh, if my mama could see me now.
We're gonna get all these pieces all chopped up and take the trailer away.
Let's wind her up, boys. We're off to the next one.
Well, it was a pretty bad wreck, and that was a huge slide.
Yeah. And the biggest reminder that these mountain slopes are active.
Oh my God. That was the big one.
With the ongoing rain that happens here in BC.
She's coming down good.
The earth is saturated and it has to go somewhere. So every year we have slides.
Yeah.
But it really came down this time.
Isn't that just wild?
Well, I've never seen a slide that big at all.
Somebody got a tractor trailer stuck in it. Can you imagine being in that truck?
Those other guys got out basically with their lives.
Oh, they could have been buried pretty good, yeah.
I mean, we have all hands on deck, and we're just trying to reinstate traffic as soon as we possibly can.
They had the geotech come in to look at that just to make sure that we were going to be okay to work in that situation, because that mountain's really unstable.
Yeah, it wasn't deemed safe yet.
Yeah.
It's deep.
It's gone right up on logs and everything else.
That truck probably had to be a good 6 to 7 feet off of the road in mud.
Yeah.
That must have been a crazy ride.
Hate to say it, but this thing's gonna get more damage coming out than it did going in.
Our game plan was just to latch onto the back end of that whole thing and just pull it out of there.
This is really an upside down situation for us. This isn't normal.
We would have never got that job done without the highways excavator.
Definitely, that was a huge help to us that day.
Up and over the rail and then back.
I hate working in the mud.
Mud has to be the worst thing to deal with.
Try to go up with it. That's tough.
He almost had it himself.
Yeah, almost.
We need a little bit more brute force here. Go get your truck.
And then we gave him a little bit of extra help.
So I'm good if he's good. Stand back.
That's a lot of force on a trailer.
Yeah, we got very lucky with that.
Okay, that truck's seen better days.
When we got it out, we still had that log and the fuel cell underneath it.
That's a big log, buddy. Okay, so that'll get the tank out of the way.
The undercarriage was just
destroyed.
That's it, we're pretty much done.
I think it was closed down for what, 3 days?
3 to 4 days, I believe, yeah.
Wow, that's something.
Did I just hear Highway 1's open?
That's something I miss about the towing industry, going past the yellow tape.
You're on the inside.
Now, I'm not. I'm just on the outside looking in.
Well, we can get you back into jail anytime.
Anytime, I know.
Heavy freezing rain.
Every year we end up with some pretty huge ice storms up in Hope.
Holy, unbelievable.
Our phone lines will go down.
That's right.
Power will go out.
The internet's down, so our branches can't connect to each other.
Did you experience a lot of that this last winter?
We did get some ice storms this winter, yes.
Look at the tree down here. Like, look at the mess.
Trees, most dangerous thing. Wow. The branches are covered in ice. They fall. They just finished saying to the guys, watch that tree.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about.
As soon as I said it come down one day.
Really?
Oh, it broke right off, yeah. Just one simple thing like that, you'd be killed in an ice storm. That quick, bang.
Wow. Another real bad thing is high winds.
Oh. High winds are very unpredictable, I'll tell you.
Whoa, it's windy.
The wind was really blowing strong.
She's blowing, eh?
Ryan got there first. And he says, I think I need help on this job. So we went up with 2 smaller trucks. We got Craig there.
Let's do this quick. Here, Craig.
And doing it on windy conditions, like
Oh, unbelievable, the wind was.
Craig, get me a strap. Woo! Watch your semi.
And you don't have a lot of room to upright it.
Here comes another big truck.
Because your bridge is only so wide.
such confined area.
Yes.
We're gonna have to get right over to this side. We could go to this railing.
You came up with the idea of using the bridge.
Yes.
I think that would be better, and it gives us a better angle.
That's pretty innovative, and not many guys would have done that.
That railing looks pretty strong. We'll find out.
I mean, what else are you gonna use?
There's no room.
I just want to see what strength we got on this rail. Watch yourselves on this here. Go.
Meanwhile, the traffic's backing up.
Exactly. There is no easy way of doing it sometimes.
It's coming now. Just take it a little bit.
Why is that so tight?
Watch her.
When we first hooked onto that truck, we broke a strap.
She snapped.
Looked like the strap was brand new.
That's pretty sharp.
That's like a razor.
Yeah.
Yes, and it should never have broke.
Let's go to this axle here then.
We ended up having to put that line there.
Pass me that line.
The lifting, Craig.
Then we had the other wrecker flipping it also and catching it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whooped. We just gotta hope the wind stops for a second. There she comes. Beautiful.
When you see it come up onto its wheels and comes down nice and easy,
That was beautiful, yeah.
that's the way you want to land them if you can.
Yeah.
You get hooked up to it quick, Ryan.
It looked like it was in pretty good shape.
Yes.
Was there any damage to it at all?
No, there wasn't much damage.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like it damaged it at all.
Well, it was one hell of a job. Not the biggest, heaviest thing
No,
on the road, but
no.
it was a complex job.
It is really, yes.
And not everybody could do that.
No.
See what else comes our way today.
Freezing cold wind. Temperature is dropping as we speak.
It sat in there, I think, for 3 days in the median. He weighed too much. He broke through. He sunk and sat.
There she be.
You ended up using a bulldozer to pull that out.
Hey, hey, hey!
Big Al with his D9 cat, 100% the best tool for that job, yeah.
Gonna be the king of the hill tonight, right here in Abbotsford.
Well, that's a big machine.
Oh, yeah.
My chariot has arrived.
It's unique to see a machine like that out on the highway.
That job looks like it was really cold.
That was one of those jobs where I wish I had my winter gear.
Well, you're usually standing on the coke in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
The day in paradise.
What was it like riding on it?
My whole family comes from a logging background, so I've ridden in cats. I'm used to them. One thing I have not done is rode in a cat in the wintertime with 90-kilometer winds. It was the coldest trip in a cat I've ever had in my entire life.
We're here!
A lot of times these trucks have moisture in their air systems. A couple of days turned off on the side of the road and they're gonna freeze up.
No air. The original plan was that we'd heat up the air dryer, and that would help try to get air back to the tanks, release the brakes, and then we could pull it all forward.
We tried the Tiger Torch, but the wind was howling.
Oh,
And those new trucks got so much plastic line and plastic parts. The last thing I need is to be phoning my dad saying, "Boy, we got a big fire going down."
So you ended up caging brakes.
We had to go to the old mechanical way.
Caging brakes in cold weather, it's not a fun job to do.
It's nice to hear that sound.
The only nice part about caging all the brakes is that there was no wind under that trailer.
Oh, it's actually warm under here.
Yeah, it is. It was like 10 degrees underneath that truck.
Let's roll.
You're very cautious when you're pulling that thing.
You can hear the squeaks as it's all starting to stretch out from the torque of that dozer. What's going on? Just the power alone of that machine.
Pull the whole front end off that truck.
The last thing you want to do is do that while the cameras are rolling, I'll tell you. You got your wrench there?
Was one of the brakes frozen up?
The whole tractor was actually frozen to the ground.
Get a little more?
A little bit more, not much.
All right. Worst case scenario, we can still drag it.
Here she comes.
Hop in, number. It's busted out of there now.
That was probably the happiest time was when I got in the cab of that Freightliner.
It was warm.
It's warm.
You must be in that cat, putting that throttle up. Feeling like, ah, right?
Sometimes.
We're just gonna do a little bit of a pick and load and get her off the highway.
All right, we're out of here.
When you're done that job, how do you feel?
Plenty happy to be in that heated cab.
Mother Nature makes you go home to mama.
Yeah.
Well, that was cold that night.
Oh,
That sucked.
All in a day's life of a tow truck driver.
Hey, James.
How's it going?
So you've been towing a long time. How many years?
Been towing for almost 11 years now.
As long as we keep speed, we're good.
How did you even get into the towing business?
My father's friend had a towing company, needed help, so ever since then it kind of just ran in my blood and away I went.
How do you find the differences in the weather between the Coquihalla on this end versus working up in the Thompson-Nicola area?
The snow is different, more light and fluffy and kind of blows away.
So drier, colder.
You can never really judge what you're gonna get into. The weather is so unpredictable.
So whereabouts were you?
It's Mine Creek Corner area.
And you're talking about some really wet snow here.
Yeah, it's coming down pretty good. Having a bit of trouble seeing with my lights.
I find that snow the worst to work in.
You get soaking wet.
It's in your boots, it's everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's a ways down. Time to put on the snow gear.
When you get to this job,
This is a problem.
it's completely jackknifed.
Yeah, the truck almost wrapped itself right back around. I'll pull the truck as you pull the trailer. I need to straighten this thing out, try and get it as straight as I can. And then eventually pull this thing up to the side of the road. All it's got to do is just break it free.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
That trailer's fully loaded.
Yeah, big rolls of pulp.
Okay, Kyle, you ready?
Yeah.
Start pulling.
Kyle was running our 50-ton, the Red Baron, so I gave him the heavier end.
Oh!
I dealt with the tractor. It's moving! There's a lot of things we have to fight with, like boulders, tree stumps.
Easy!
Yeah, what's underneath the snow?
We don't know.
Whoa!
What went wrong with the chain on the front end of the trailer there?
Are you kidding me? It just slipped off. Run the chain under there. We re-rigged. Here we go again. Come on. Keep pulling, it's moving!
Oh yeah, here it goes. It's coming.
That's tough to work in, that stuff.
Perfect! There's so much resistance. It is so deep in the snow. Okay, watch out. The camera makes it look not as bad as it actually is. But the grade of the hill, it's actually pretty steep. Whoa!
Big heavy lean in there. Did that get you nervous?
Got me very nervous. I almost had to change my shorts there at one point. Maybe you should unhook and just grab the corner of the trailer.
You don't have time to fool around there.
The weather was huge. It just randomly started snowing and hammering down.
There were some tense moments there.
James!
Yeah, we had a problem with one of the winch lines.
I don't have a lot of cable left on that one.
You're pushing things to the max, you're pushing it to the limit.
I just need you to keep tension.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I understand that.
Come forward.
Keep going, keep going.
He's out.
You pulled him out.
There we go.
That was fun.
Tough job in a tough environment. Must be a good feeling going home.
Yeah. Gonna go home to a warm shower and get some sleep.
Yeah.
Can't believe how hard it's raining here. It's going crazy. Yeah, it's just wet.
It's British Columbia. You got to expect the rain, but when it rains,
it just goes and goes and goes.
That wreck there, rain was just absolutely tremendous.
I was wet right through to my underwear. You might as well have been in the river.
What the? Guy freaking ripped it here.
And that guy, what, hydroplaned or something, come clear across the ditch. And just kissed the mountainside.
He went for a hell of a ride.
Truck's crushed against the rock wall.
We're gonna reposition in the ditch with both trucks and suck this thing right in the middle and off the road.
And originally, I thought about moving it down the other way, and a police officer came to me and he said, why don't we move it over right into the center median and deal with it tomorrow? It was a mess.
The center median that we were working in, too, was like a mud pit.
It was kind of formed like a swimming pool.
Jugs of that canola oil in the trailer, just leaking out everywhere.
Pretty slippery.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go?
It was all over everything.
Okay, wind her up.
We had to slowly winch that thing across the highway.
Let's keep going.
You're on 126.
Can you give me some more RPMs?
Cams in the general. I think that really was a difficult wreck to recover.
Get it right in the ditch.
Just getting it from off the highway into the center median was a feat in itself.
It's a big, heavy pull right now. I got you far enough off.
Yeah, I think so too.
We got it over to the center median. The front axles were on the ground and the rear axles were completely twisted with the trailer.
That's amazing. You don't see that very often.
No.
It was a weird wreck, actually.
I'll tell John to open it.
That was a rough night on everybody. Us, the film crew, everybody.
Yeah.
People were cold, miserable, and tired.
Look at the weather coming in.
It was just horrid.
It's, 1 in the morning now, and we'll unload tomorrow.
Then doing the recovery part of it.
We waited till the next day.
It was a grueling wreck. It really was.
I'm so soaking wet, I don't want to do any more.
Around here, We're always dealing with precipitation coming off the coast and lots of rain.
Yeah. In the Fraser Valley, it's actually very close to sea level, so that could be a tough spot.
So he's on a floodplain?
Yeah. Because of this heavy rain that we had, the water level there is exceptionally high. It caused the machine to mire down.
It's another stuck excavator.
What kind of machine was that?
200 class, so that's probably 45,000 pound machine.
This is all tidal flat here.
If that wasn't recovered right away, it could sink below the engine.
Oh yeah.
The race is on.
Tomorrow the machine could be underwater.
Double trouble.
Double trouble. You got a hard fight ahead of you.
And what I'll do is I'll just hook the strap onto the step.
What I think really saved us on getting that job done,
Bring them right up to the edge there.
was just the ability to attach the cable straps to the machine.
And you'll go right around and that'll pull this cable.
I hate mud. Yeah. When I see all that mud on your trucks and you're deep down and dirty and coming out of there, I'm like, oh.
Okay, good.
You must come back from a job like that.
Oh, the inside of the truck is just mud from the door handle to the shifter. It gets into everything. It's hard on my wife's washing machine. I find myself armload of jeans in the wheelbarrow and a rake and washing all the mud out of it before it even gets near the house. They were building a road across the blueberry farm.
The closer we can get, the more advantage we have.
You're backing down that newly built road.
I don't like that.
Are you a little bit nervous about the road? Like your truck, what does it weigh?
Well, it was 60,000 pounds, and there's only maybe 1.5 feet of that crushed gravel. When I backed in there, you could see the tire tracks, and you could see how high the truck is sitting.
Here we go, boys. We're gonna be 120,000 pounds worth of pull.
There's other things to go with that, you know, the suction.
Suction can exert record-destroying forces on a winch platform, such as our tow trucks.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh yeah, we got water issues here. We don't need anything more stuck.
That's a really stout truck, that truck.
It is. The Vulcan wrecker with those outriggers on the back.
Sit on it like a pad, eh?
That bolsters your pulling capacity hugely. Whereas if you didn't have that option, you'd probably be up to the taillights in mud.
Here we go, boys. Tighten her up. Let's give it a little. We're good.
It's a great recovery truck. It's got everything built into it.
Yeah.
Beauty, another one done.
It's raining pretty hard again here.
On this recovery, it's like heavy raining all night long.
Leading up to this recovery, we actually had 4 or 5 days of torrential downpour.
You can barely get through there. It was raining so bad.
3 days is sad. He told us he was loaded with gravel, no big deal. We're thinking, yeah, you know, we'll just pick up the one end, all the water will run out. Not so bad.
Silt.
Silt?
Yeah.
Holy. We come onto this scene to find out that he was fully loaded with silt.
Oh.
A fine silt that has been in the rain for 3 days, 4 times as heavy as it used to be. That's gonna weigh a lot. Okay.
So the material in the box is acting like a big sponge.
Yeah, it got really heavy really quick.
Okay, boys, everybody clear? Yeah, we're all clear.
This rotator, what's really interesting is the new controls with load sensing booms.
That's 32,000. Definitely comes in handy.
No, we're getting worse.
All right.
Yeah, it's heavy.
By the end of this, we're gonna drag the back of the truck up to the road. I gotta get it close to me. As I lift, and then turn the nose and follow it all along.
There's jobs that rotators will do that cranes won't. And the ability to drag something sideways, that's the difference.
Just be careful, doesn't come too far into you.
When you're doing that lift, you were dragging.
Gentle.
And then it had that moment where it was going to come towards the truck.
And the boss is standing there with us. That was it, finding its happy place.
What were you thinking then?
That's definitely a pucker moment.
Let it go. Okay, just let it go. Hold it straight there.
The excess amount of rain saturating that dump truck and the product that was in it changed the recovery.
Weather does play a big portion of it.
It's on the ground. Yeah, you're good. You get on hook.
Beautiful, boys.
Really, Mother Nature and the weather.
She's the one in command.
Right, always, yeah.
I think all in all, it went really well. Truck's out of the ditch, and it actually managed to drive itself away, so I think that's pretty good.
This year, we lost a good friend, Ken Monkhouse.
We're going up to Spasm Bridge. Buddy driving it is still entrapped. You're gonna roll this one over, go over, load the one over there, come back, load this, go up the hill.
What do you have of memories of Ken?
He's a mentor and a friend.
Yeah, buddy?
I owe a lot to him.
He was always happy. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Ken in a bad mood. There you go.
He really enjoyed talking to people and helping people, and that's the big plus in this business.
Hey, buddy. This is the kind of call that makes a tow truck driver feel good.
He was always the first guy to pull over and, you know, hey, buddy, need any help?
I'm a little outgunned on this one.
Yeah? There, I'll give you a hand. I don't mind.
That guy didn't care what color your truck was. He helped.
There you go, young fella. He is the competition, but he's also a fellow tow truck driver. You gotta teach the young guys.
And he always liked to mentor the young guys.
Good clutch release. Yeah, you're good, Brandon. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Brandon will remember that.
He will.
For the rest of his life, absolutely.
Okay, job well done.
Put his heart into it, just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll be 90 years old and nobody will remember me when I came out and changed their tire in a snowstorm. But you know what? I did it and I helped somebody get along their way, so you can take some pride in that.
It wasn't easy to run an old wrecker, and Ken knew that. He came from that generation.
Wow.
It's your old truck that you used to drive?
Yeah, I drove in 2008, man. That's amazing, buddy.
There you go. This is like, I kept it
Best surprise I've had in a long time, buddy.
Kept it a secret. Don't cry.
Wow. Trip down memory lane, getting in this old girl.
Yeah, he left an impact on all of us.
I'm definitely gonna miss him. I miss him every day already.
Yeah, big loss.
If anybody can do it, it's Ken Monkhouse.
We're in a place that is very unique. We encounter every bit of Mother Nature.
Why in the hell would you drive into this kind of weather?
Oh, wow. These are the nights that make me want to stop being in the record business.
The weather just beats us up here sometimes.
It does, it really does.
Holy Lord. Oh my God.
Oh, I can't even see.
But at the same time, it's rewarding.
Good job, brother.
Thank you. And if I don't see you, Merry Christmas, but I'll probably see you before then.
Safe trucking, sir.
What's next winter got?
Send the green goblin up.
It's just right around the corner.
That was nice. Beauty. All right.
All right, James.
We'll see you in the winter.
See you there.
Touchdown, boys.
Nice.
It's been fun.
Well, thanks, Ken.
You betcha.
Good job, James.
Well, it's been nice chatting with you.
It's been great chatting with you too, James.
And you're never coming back to Recordland?
You never know what's going to happen.